What's up, gamers? I'm Rio Pesino for the Reboots, and I know all of you guys out there love playing your video games, but there's some that prefer the PC, playing with the mouse and the keyboard, while there are others who like to sit down on their couch and play the console games. Well, I posed that exact same question to a number of gaming professionals. Which do they prefer, the PC or the console, and why?
PC versus console, I mean, obviously PC is better. I mean, all the games are made on PC anyways. The graphics are better, there's better processing power, there's better control with the mouse and keyboard. I always say, like, you know, a console with controller has no control.
I've been an FPS PC player for a long time, and I have a deep-seated love for FPSs on the PC. And if you look at RTSs, they really can only be done on the PC. You can't really do one well, at least I haven't played one to this day on a console.
Oh, I love PC games. I think PC brings something to the table that consoles can't, mainly in terms of the horsepower. Like, you just can't get some of the visuals that you can get on the console that you can with the PC.
I hear their voices when I sleep. Go, go, go! Created for war and fueled by the blood of their enemy. But this isn't just a nightmare. It's who I've become.
I think it's a no-brainer. I think the PC is a far better experience. If you look around, if you see what's going on here, if you see the games that we're playing, we've got right over here off to my right, we've got Gears of War running on PC at resolutions that are double, triple, quadruple as high as they are on a console, on a TV.
There are certain game types that I can only play on a PC, like the MMOs. The distributed online virtual communities as well, I think, is a much more robust experience on the PC. I think graphics-wise, you can't compete with what you get on a PC as well. Console has a place, certainly, and you see a lot of the guys who have consoles, they also have PCs, so there's a lot of crossover. But for me, you really can't beat a PC experience.
You heard from the PC supporters, but an argument could be made that the console is the better gaming machine. According to sales tracking firm NPD, of the $18.85 billion the video game industry generated in North America in 2007, only 14% was attributed to PC games. And supporters will give you a number of reasons why the sales numbers favor the console over the PC.
With every age, there is one. I am the one. Let's try to get to know each other a little bit better. What do you say?
I'm going to kill you.
You know, I play a lot of PC games when I'm in that mood, but I love just hanging out on the couch with a wireless Xbox controller. It's just really comfortable. I mean, different strokes for different folks.
I really think that using the Wii remote is miles ahead of what you can do with a mouse and keyboard. I think this is really the next paradigm that we're going to see in point-and-shoot adventures.
I personally am a console gamer. I was a PC gamer more in my youth, but as I had children and have more of a household to take care of and things like that, it's a lot harder to sit down at a computer and look at my monitor and dedicate some time to that than it is to just turn on the GameCube or the Wii and have some fun, maybe get my kids involved. It's much more open.
I'm a console gamer. I can appreciate PC games, and in this case, I think this is an outstanding PC game, and they're getting better. Games for Windows is helping, but I like the simplicity, the purity of a console.
I'd probably go with console, only because the style of games that I like the most, that I like personally, appear on the console, such as, you know, your Metal Gear Solid, games like Eco and Shadow of the Colossus. You know, these are the games that you know, I like those kind of third party, even like the last Tomb Raider game I loved, you know, Legends, and God, you know, games like Indigo Prophecy and Guitar Hero, and you know, those games are only on consoles.
If I can draw an analogy for you, Rio, what kind of food do you like?
I like steak. Steak's good.
Okay. Well, for instance, I like Chinese food, because when I was younger, my parents used to love feeding me Chinese food. So it's all, for me, it's about what you're brought up on. I was brought up on console games, so I love console games.
So you have your PC and console supporters, but the great thing about playing video games is that you don't have to make a choice.
I think, for me, sniping's a little easier with the mouse. I can get a little more accurate. My movements are much better. Moving, though, I mean, the left analog stick, a little bit to walk, a lot to run. So if they had, it depends what game you're playing. Sports games, I prefer the controller, I prefer the console. So when I get my Madden on or when I get my hockey, I usually do it with the controller. When I'm trying to do first-person shooter, I lean towards the PC side.
It's room for both. I don't think there needs to be a fight for it. Like, I'm a World of Warcraft addict, and I play Rock Band every day. I think there's space for both.
It depends on the games that you want to play. I think there's some games that are better suited for PC and some games that are better suited for console. So it depends on the type of games that you like and what you want to do.
Most really hardcore PC gamers own at least one console of some kind. They're more casual gamers. I think the more casual gamers are drawn more to the console boxes. They're a little bit easier just to pick up and start to play and then put down, whereas PC gaming is usually more complicated. The graphics are better, they have more horsepower, the games are more involving than your average console game.
All right, forget the sales numbers, forget the arguments over which is the best control, best graphics, etc., etc. When it comes down to it, it's all about having fun playing games, whether it's on a PC or on a console.
There are two different systems. They have many good things about both of them. In all honesty, PC, there's no doubt about it. For a first-person shooter, at least, yes, it can be more accurate. You can be pinpoint accurate. You just have that sensitivity that way. You cannot get that kind of sensitivity in analog sticks. So if you want to go, what can I be more accurate with? But it's still about skill on a console. Still takes skill to kill people on a controller and use the joysticks. I think it's the stupidest debate. Us gamers need to stick together to help grow this industry, to grow the sport. The last thing we need is the wars on that.
As I said earlier in the piece, it doesn't really matter what you play, whether it's the PC or the console, as long as you're having fun playing games, that's all that really matters in the end. But everybody has a preference, and mine is a console. I just can't play with a keyboard and the mouse, it's just not my thing. Anyway, that's it for this show. If you want to check out more, go to our blog, www.rebootshow.com. We're also everywhere online. We're on YouTube, MySpace, Facebook. We even have an iPhone and Facebook application, so make sure to check that out as well. I'm also on Xbox Live. Check me out. Re10 is my gamer tag. That's REE10. And just a reminder, the Reboot is going weekly. We're going to be on every week, so make sure to check that out. I'm Rio Pesino for the Reboot, and we'll check you out on the next episode.